Thanks, Sophie. You're watching South East Today, our top story tonight. Welcome to the programme. I'm Lynda Hardy. A British-Egyptian activist with connections to East Sussex has been released from prison in Egypt and reunited with his family. Alaa Abdel Fattah was pardoned yesterday by the country's president. His mother, Layla Soueif, had been on hunger strike in protest at his imprisonment. She and his sisters flew out to meet him, but he's yet to be reunited with his son, who lives in Brighton. A warning that there are flashing images in Sarah Smith's report. And Sarah joins us now. How likely is it that Alaa will be reunited with his son in Brighton?
Well, today
the boss of Eurotunnel says there's no excuse for operators not to be ready for the introduction of new EU border checks due to be phased in from next month. Passengers from the UK entering the block will have to have their photo and fingerprints taken at the Channel Tunnel terminal and the port of Dover. The so-called entry-exit system is meant to strengthen security, but there are concerns it could lead to long queues. Simon Jones reports from Folkestone. Tributes have been paid to a man who died after being found with serious injuries at his home in Worthing. When 27-year-old James Decker suffered a cardiac arrest at a home in Strood, his death would go on to save the lives of at least 4 other people. He'd signed up to donate his organs, and now his parents are urging other families to have conversations about becoming donors to help save more lives. Peter Whittlesey has been speaking to them. Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club is trying to tackle ticket touting using a specialist computer system. It's after hundreds of tickets for one of the club's recent Premier League matches were found to be fake. A BBC Sport investigation found thousands of tickets for top-flight games are being resold by unauthorised websites at hugely inflated prices. Our sports correspondent Matt Graveling has more. The leader of the Liberal Democrats says he wants to win more seats than the Conservatives at the next general election and claims it's a straight fight between his party and Reform. Sir Ed Davey was speaking to members in his closing speech at the Lib Dem annual conference in Bournemouth, from where our political editor Charlotte Wright reports. And we'll be speaking to all the main parties as the conference season continues. Now it's 11 minutes to 7. This is our top story tonight. Also in tonight's programme. Now, it was an evening of celebration, emotion and community spirit as 16 winners were honoured for their work helping the lives of others here in the South East. Last night, the annual BBC Local Radio Make a Difference Awards took place, recognising some of the fundraisers, the great neighbours and the young heroes across Kent, Sussex and Surrey. Adam Dowling has the story of the night. And many congratulations to all those nominated and, of course, to all the winners. On to sport now, and Brighton and Hove Albion are in action tonight. An injured sea turtle who was nursed back to health in Brighton has been released back into the wild. Now, you may not think that a museum packed full of priceless artefacts is the place to take a baby, but the Royal Pavilion in Brighton is actively encouraging tiny visitors through its doors. Research from the University of Sussex has shown that the extravagant seaside palace is the perfect place for a sensory treat. The groundbreaking scientific study has discovered more about how babies respond to colour and pattern, and there is of course plenty of that to feast their eyes on at the former royal residence, as Juliet Parkin reports. Gorgeous babies. Right, let's get a check on the weather now with Nina, and it's wet in parts but not everywhere.
Exactly, summed up by my Weather Watcher pictures. Parts of East Kent have had the showers really throughout much of a touch, Lynda.
Very welcome. Thank you very much, Nina. That is it from us for now. Piers will be back with your late update at 10:30. Hope you can join him then. From all the team for now though, very good evening. Bye bye.